Hey everyone, Tim with Collect Jurassic here, back with another news update. Today we'll be looking at the all-new LEGO Jurassic Park T-Rex Rampage set that was just announced this morning. As you can see, this set is incredible. It features an all-LEGO built T-Rex, a Jurassic Park gate featuring iconic scenes from the movie, with, of course, lots of little minifigures as well to round about those scenes. But the Rex itself is very detailed, posable even. The gates themselves open. It just looks to be a very high-end, very collectible set that's obviously aimed at collectors. But it's an impressively large set as well. The piece count is over 3,000 pieces. It measures it over, I think the gate is about 16 inches high. The T-Rex itself is about 27 inches long, so very large set. Let's get into it. It obviously comes with everything we just talked about, but we're going to go in and look at actually what makes up each component of this set in an in-depth breakdown and talk about what makes it so exciting and so collectible. So again, we've probably seen these images all over the internet. Even before this announcement, unfortunately, some things did leak, mainly these box shots here, or at least one of the box shots, but we have a lot more images in this preview, so I hope you'll stick along and kind of check everything out with us. But yeah, the box obviously shows everything that included in the set, like those scenes, but what it doesn't show is some of the more detailed shots of what's inside. Again, this brick-built Rex is very much a stunner with the true to movie coloring. We have a new piece for the eye that looks to be some sort of like printed eyepiece. And the articulation they've built into this brick-built Rex is obviously something that makes it a very exciting figure as well. A little bit more special than just another LEGO Rex figure that we've seen before. Of course, the minifigures, which we'll go in depth into later, are worth going over real quick here too as well. We obviously have some returning figures like Alan and Ellie, but there's some new characters too. Malcolm is a returning character, but with a new deco, and Malcolm, Arnold, and Nedry are all new figures as well. So it's pretty cool to see them tackling some new designs and seeing what they can do to them when it comes to this set, which is how they're incorporated into the gate. So to the gate itself, obviously this is the iconic Jurassic Park gate realized in Lego form. It's huge. It's got obviously the flames and the opening doors, but really what I think makes it most impressive is the size. There are a nice little vegetation detail built on the bottom, but the colors look spot on, and again, it's just an immensely tall Lego build at 16 inches high and 18 inches wide. But if you flip the thing around, you'll actually see Lego made clever use of the back of it. Obviously, you have the mechanism to open the gates, but also hidden inside the reverse side of the gate is 7 miniature scenes from the movie, and these are all I would say iconic scenes. And we'll go through each scene and each minifigure that is kind of meant to be used with each scene in detail over the next few minutes of this video, and really get a look at what each of these scenes entails. So starting up top, we have the Alan Grant scene. This is from later on in the movie when Alan Grant discovers that the velociraptors are breeding in the park, and we have this cool little broken egg Lego, and as well as the nest that we've seen, similar construction to some of the nests built for the Jurassic World sets, but here it's used to kind of show this broken egg with Grant discovering it. So obviously a very important scene in the Jurassic franchise, showing that life does find a way. As for the Alan Grant minifigure, we'll take a look at him. He's really nothing different than what we saw in the Velociraptor Chase Jurassic Park set that was released last year. Everything about him looks the same, including the face print and the clothing print. But Alan Grant's obviously one of the main characters of the series, and obviously it has to be here in the minifigure form. This next scene, if you can't tell, is the mudslide from when Nedry is dealing with the Dilophosaurus. He slips on this mudslide and drops the cryo can, which you can see if you look real closely here, buried in the mud. This is the same construction cryo can again, of that Velociraptor chase set that was released last year. So nice tiny little vignette here of the mud and the crowd can. Obviously another huge scene in the Jurassic franchise. Nedry himself is looking very nice with his yellow raincoat. He does come with two different faces on either side of the head, the happy face, and of course the I got hit with Dilophosaur venom in the face, which is a great touch, and I think that's something they definitely had to include. The next little scene here we have is Hammond enjoying some ice cream next to some iconic wiggling green jello. This is great. A very poignant scene in the Jurassic franchise with Nedry and Hammond and Ellie really talking about, his follies in creating the park, and how much in denial he is about the power he has. But it's actually pretty cool that they added this scene and not some action-packed scene. Hammond himself looks great. His teeth even look it just looks very Hammond-like. But this figure itself also comes with a cane, if you couldn't see in the last photos, and obviously his hat. But just little accessories here that are pretty cool. Next scene, we have Malcolm in the bunker with his shirt open. Lots of cool detail in this. Obviously, we have the table and the ladder down, but if you look in the shelf behind him, there's lots of little canisters and booklets and maps. He's got the fire extinguisher next to him, so nice little realization of the bunker in Jurassic Park. And obviously, if you've been on the internet, you know that the scene with Malcolm with his shirt laying on this table is iconic as well. So, of course, we had to have the minifigure that shows that. We obviously have the leg splint, but the shirt's open. There's sweat on the chest. It's perfect. We've had a Malcolm figure before, but this is obviously a variation of that. The next scene doesn't come with a minifigure per se, but it's the toilet from the the T-Rex attack scene. Right outside the T-Rex pen. This is the bathroom. You can see the bamboo shoots. Gennaro comes in here. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Rex breaks down the bathroom and eats him right off the toilet. So it's kind of funny they squeezed this in here. We didn't get a Gennaro figure per se, but obviously a very iconic location in the films, a toilet. Next scene is Ray Arnold in the Jurassic Park control room, looking sort of panicked. 3 different monitors showcasing information from around the park. I think this the main monitor rather with the island map is something we've seen before in that Velociraptor chase kit, but it's really nice that they were able to do different computer terminals here to really give it that control room vibe. And as for Ray Arnold, it's awesome to get I wouldn't call him a main character. He's sort of a side character, but definitely has reached cult status. So the fact we're getting a minifigure of him shouldn't be ignored. It's obviously one of the first toy versions we've got of Ray Arnold too, so that's worth remarking on too. So awesome they threw him in when they made the minifigures for this set. Our final scene is I guess this would be the utility bunker. I don't know what the official name of it is, but it's when Allie goes to restore the power, and what they've done here is created that scene. We got the piping, we have the control panel that she actually has to turn on. It's got these little colored pieces on it to make it sort of look like what it looks like in the movie. So nice little touch here. Another cool scene. You could probably even pop Ray Arnold's off and stick it out from the pipes from behind her to recreate the scene. Ellie Sattler is also looking identical to her previous release in the Velociraptor chase, but her hairpiece is different, so that is worth noting on. All these minifigures can be displayed on this nice stand you can build with the kit, along with some other vegetation and a baby raptor. Also, there's a T-Rex information card that can go behind them as well. So nice little display. A little look at Hammond's cane in this photo as well. But yeah, all these things come together to form really just an amazing set. It's going to be huge, but it's also going to be something very impressive on the shelf. On your shelf, rather. But yeah, Gate, Lego built Rex, and all these minifigures, obviously creating all of these scenes. On the box itself, if you look on the back, you can actually see they've taken photos of each scene and put it on there to kind of correspond with what is on the back of the Gate, which I think is really important when shoppers are picking this up, they won't be picking it up, rather it's a direct-to-consumer set, but in the Lego store, I guess, you can kind of see where what these scenes are on the back of it. But yeah, that's pretty much all the information we have on the set for now. Again, it looks awesome. It'll be coming out July 1st, June 19th if you're a LEGO VIP guest, and the retail price is $249.99. Obviously expensive set, but for what you're getting, it's not surprising. But yeah, awesome set. Can't wait to get it. Be sure to check it out more on collectjurassic.com, Jurassic Park T-Rex Rampage.